The night was still. Billionaire Ethan Cole had just returned from a charity gala. His mansion was silent, the staff asleep, but something tugged at him to walk down to his garage. He stepped inside, expecting to see only his collection of luxury cars. Instead, his eyes froze. There, curled up on a folded piece of cardboard between a Rolls-Royce and a Ferrari, was a young girl, no older than 14. Her clothes were torn, her face streaked with dirt, and she hugged herself tightly as if the cold air might swallow her whole. Ethan's first instinct was to call security, but before he could reach for his phone, the girl stirred. Her eyes, wide, frightened, yet strangely determined, met his. "Please, don't throw me out," she whispered, her voice trembling. Ethan blinked. "Who are you, and what are you doing in my garage?" The girl swallowed hard. I had nowhere else to go. I was just looking for a safe place to sleep. I didn't mean any harm." Ethan sighed, torn between anger and curiosity. This was his private estate. How had she even gotten past the guards? But before he could ask, her next words shattered him. "My mom used to clean houses like this. She always told me people with big homes must have big hearts too. I thought maybe yours would be safe." Ethan felt a lump rise in his throat. Big hearts? He had spent years building walls around himself after his parents' death, pouring everything into his empire, forgetting what kindness even felt like. "Where is your mother now?" he asked quietly. The girl's lips trembled. She died last winter. I've been on my own since." Ethan froze. The memory of his own childhood loss flashed before his eyes. He remembered being that small, that broken, and wishing someone, anyone, would take his pain away. The billionaire's voice softened. "What's your name?" "Lila," she whispered. "Lila," he repeated, almost as if promising himself never to forget it. For a moment, silence hung heavy in the garage. Ethan could hear his own heart pounding. This wasn't just a stranger in his home. This was a chance to do what no one had done for him when he was a boy. He extended his hand. "Come inside. You don't belong on the floor of a garage." Lila hesitated, tears welling in her eyes. You're not going to call the police?" Ethan shook his head. "No. Tonight you're my guest." Inside the mansion, the warmth of the fireplace melted away the fear in Lila's face. She devoured the plate of food the chef quickly prepared, whispering, "Thank you," after every bite. Ethan watched her silently, the weight of her words still echoing. Big homes, big hearts. Finally, Lila looked up. "Why are you helping me?" Most people just look the other way. Ethan leaned back, his eyes glistening. "Because once I was you, lost, alone, and I promised myself that if I ever got the chance to help someone the way I wished I'd been helped, I'd take it." Lila's lip quivered. She whispered, "You're the first person who's been kind to me in a long time." Those words struck Ethan harder than any deal, any fortune ever had. The next morning, Ethan's lawyers and staff expected their usual business briefing. Instead, they were stunned when Ethan walked in with Lila by his side. "This girl," Ethan announced, "is family now. She will have a home, an education, and every chance at a future." Gasps filled the room, but Ethan didn't care. For the first time in years, his heart felt alive. Lila turned to him, tears streaming down her cheeks. "I'll never forget this. You didn't just give me a house, you gave me back hope." From that day on, the story spread of the billionaire who found a homeless girl in his garage, and instead of turning her away, gave her a new life. And Ethan? He finally understood that wealth wasn't about the cars in his garage or the zeros in his bank account. It was about the hearts you touch, the lives you change, and the kindness you choose to give. Moral of the story: kindness costs nothing, but to someone who has lost everything, it can mean the world.